Hello, everybody.
Hey, Marty, I always feel like it's going to be pyrotechnics or something after that intro.
Yeah, well,
That
this is
really
what
gets you
Fancy
going.
new intro there. Holy.
this is what.
Good
Yeah,
thing you didn't start the countdown at 100.
this is a low budget podcast, you guys.
No, that was really good.
So anyway, we're here. We made it.
We did.
Winter is here. Thanks,
Here
Keith,
it
for all the winter weather you guys are sending down.
Man, I just took my dog for a walk. It's like -7 Celsius. It was cold.
Yeah, I don't know what -7 Celsius is, but I know it's cold here too.
It's not warm.
We got a lot of guys getting on here tonight. Martin, we haven't seen you since the 10-footers up at Canada.
I know. You guys scared me a little bit for a while. No, it's been we've been busy. We've been busy, but it's been good. Human is normally the one who does all this stuff, but yeah.
We've already had him on, so it's good to see you
Yeah,
on.
it's good to see you. Yeah, and by the way, you guys watching, Martin is with Bixby Motors, and so any questions you have on Bixby Motors tonight, Martin will answer them for you.
Yeah,
and
Sure.
he has. I mean, if anybody, he was in the Northwest Pacific Ocean with a Bixby motor on a 10-foot kayak and 10-foot swells. He can answer any question.
yeah.
And then we got Matt with Vibe. He's an engineer for Vibe and designs kayaks. And he's got his Jack. I think it's Uncle John's.
Uncle John's Cider Mill.
Uncle John Cider, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
I didn't get my swag from them. They turned it around at the border.
Yeah. And then in the back we've got Jake and Chad. Hopefully we'll be able to hear Chad. He can hear, or we can hear him. He just can't hear us. But we've got a duel tonight between those two guys. And by the way, I do want to say that tonight's show is brought to us by the Hooker, YakAttack, Bixby, and Vibe. And I don't know if we have do we have a battle thing this week or
Not this week, no.
Okay.
No, there's not one this
so
week.
we're in our final quarterfinal. So after tonight or after this next week, there's going to be what? 4 left? 4 left.
Yeah, we'll be into the semifinals starting next week.
Yeah. Okay. It's getting there. So
only 3 weeks left after this. It's crazy. And then it's Christmas. Nuts.
Yeah. So anyway, I got some great questions. I hope that we can get Chad going here. We're going to go in there. But let's first hear, first of all, what's up with Vibe since we've seen you last, Matt?
It hasn't been that long since you've seen me. So I'm just trying to stay busy, man. We're really having a lot of fun watching Jake and Trevor doing their weekly battles, and
Right.
it's been cool seeing the support for them and for the boats and seeing how everybody is kind of receiving how they've built them out. That's been a lot of fun for us.
And you've got 2 Vibes in the competition this time that have gone pretty
Well, we did have 3, but I got knocked out early. So.
I mean, two in the final 8.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I mean, just think if you would have just done a little, whoa, what is that?
Not sure.
Okay, that we might get that for our next intro.
Mike Beck from Uncle John's just texted me. He's like, "I'll get you some cool swag one of these days."
Okay, I like that hat.
Yes, he's watching.
Yeah, they're nice hats, and honestly, it's the best cider I've ever had in my life. It's
Really?
good. Yeah.
Oh, nice. It's cool. So, okay, Martin.
Yes.
We can hear you. We can hear.
We can hear JoJo and Chad chatting.
Yeah.
No, they're chatting.
So, Martin, in between all this, what's new at Bixby this week?
I think same as math. We were trying to close the year, so trying to push the last final push. But for the YakOffs, it's been pretty interesting to see like how everybody coming out with their content and teasing the other. We start with, I think 3 people have the Bixby on in their setup.
Yeah.
And right now we only have Trevor
Yeah.
against the final one.
I wouldn't say only Trevor. That dude is on fire.
He's great. Trevor is awesome. He's a cool dude.
His build's
Yeah.
very cool.
I'm sorry, Martin. I tried.
Matt was in it with a Bixby and just nothing.
Yeah.
We try. But yeah, no, Trevor, he's pretty cool. I hope he makes it to the final. Not only because he has a Bixby, but because he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's got it going. Okay, we're gonna bring these guys in and see what's going on. All right, let's see here. Oh, where's Chad?
We can hear JoJo.
Okay.
I'm gonna text him and tell him to mute his computer.
Yeah. I don't know if they can hear us.
They can't hear us, but we can hear them. That's why it's kind of funny. I'm gonna text him and tell him to mute his computer.
Jake, you've got a head start tonight.
Yeah.
Well, good. What's going on?
So anyway, are you guys there?
Yeah, we are.
I think I just muted everybody. Oh my gosh, Marty.
We're here.
Hold on. What did I just do? Hello?
Hi.
We should all just move our mouths so we get Marty all screwed up.
What I did. What did I do?
Can you hear us?
We can hear you, Marty.
Oh. Okay, I'm back.
I don't think you were ever gone.
Wasn't my phone was beeping, so I thought I'd turn my computer off because everybody wants to message me this time of night.
Did you feel like you were going through customs again?
Oh gosh. Well, I will never forget that.
I will never let you forget it.
That was nuts.
Or yelling at his GoPro. That's the other one.
Yeah, I've had some rough go-rounds on all those things, and I got to go through customs here in 2 weeks again. Only I'm going south this time.
Nice. It's easier going to Mexico.
I'm going to the Caribbean.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
For 10 days.
Just for a holiday?
I don't know. My wife's dragging me along.
You fishing?
Shh. I'm taking a collapsible pole with me in the suit.
Nice.
You gotta.
So we're going to see if that doesn't go well, I'll just take a line on a piece of can and kind of do this thing like.
There you go. Don't worry. The internet won't tell her. It's not on the internet forever.
Yeah. Oh, good. Okay. All right. Anyway, guys, so we got Jake on. Hopefully, Chad. Jake has the vibe going. What does Chad have, Keith?
Chad's got an NK 300 on a U10.
That's right.
On a new canoe U10.
Yeah, super stable out there. I don't know.
Actually, Chad also has a Minn Kota on his bow, so he's got two motors.
Is it me? Is it just me, or is it all these windy conditions? I've heard of more capsizing in the past 2 months than ever before.
I think the wind has something to do with that, but I also think that having motors that are maybe a little bit too powerful for a kayak has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
I know we've all been on a torquey kayak and cut it to one side, and it gets tippy fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like with the foot pedals from Garmin that I've got. The first time I went out with them, like I went to set the hook or something and just put pressure into it and pushed forward, and I went spinning super fast. I thought I was going in.
I know there a lot of guys are asking for companies to develop something where there's a stopper so it can't go past a certain point.
Right.
I think you can make one easy that way, you know. But yeah, I've heard of. I watched. Did you guys see the one with the guy in the lynx in the ocean?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh my gosh, he's lucky to be alive. No,
On the lynx?
huh?
On the lynx, he was.
He was on a lynx in the ocean. The wind picked up. He flipped over umpteen times and got back on.
Wow.
And his life jacket, he didn't wear his life jacket. He had it on there. You know, he's in saltwater court, but it doesn't matter. I mean, you get hit in the head and you're done. But that video, the camera stopped working before he got there, but he did make it back. His radio actually went in the water and he lost it. So he couldn't radio anybody then. And it was I should have kept that one because that one was bizarre. But man, you guys, wear your PFDs. Got to wear your PFDs.
Totally.
And buy a floating radio. They're not that much more
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. That's a good idea.
And carry a radio, first of all.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it should be on your person. Yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of which, I have some questions here tonight too. So let's talk about, Jake. What safety features did you add to your kayak? Thinking of safety first when you had your kayak built.
Features. I don't know that I'd necessarily added anything specifically for safety. I don't have that standard, like whistle on the PFD. I got my PFD on.
Yeah.
The motor has the man overboard kill switch, so if you fall in, it automatically shuts off.
Yeah.
You got your bison chili.
I've got my bison chili, so if I get stranded out there,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna starve.
Bison chili with them.
I don't know, man. I've been around you when you're hungry, so I don't think it would take
That's
very
why
long
it's
to go through
important.
that bison chili.
Do you have a knife on you when you run on your PFD?
That's not something I keep with my PFD, but I do keep one.
Okay. I was going to say I saw Trevor has his like right here on his chest.
Yeah.
That's where I have mine. So if I've got to cut something, man, it's going to be right. That's what I've noticed a lot of guys are not able to do if they get something caught up or whatever, because we have so many cords these days on our kayaks. Do you have any cords? Like, what kind of cords do you have sticking out?
I don't have much sticking out of mine. That was something that was big for me when I put together this build. Is I had so many wires all over the place, and it was pretty ugly on my last kayak. So all my wiring is through haul. So I've got very little that's out to get tangled up. I've got one like paracord string going off the bow so that I can tie off when I get to the ramp. But other than that, there's really not too much.
Yeah, man, I've got safety cords everywhere. It seems like, but I've got a lanyard on my catch board, a lanyard on my pliers, a lanyard on my knife. All that stuff. Lanyards on the fishing rods. Everything's tied down. So if I go in the water, it's going to look like a spider web.
Do you have like actual lanyards, or do you have like a retractable tether?
They're retractable clips.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not lanyards on them. Sorry about that. But everything else is hooked down. Now, Martin, what would you like to ask Jake? One thing you like to ask him about his kayak?
I don't know. I mean,
You should say, why don't you have a Bixby?
that's okay.
No, I've got a Bixby. I just use it more as like my throw and go, like gonna go hit the water for a couple hours instead of taking the giant rig out.
Right.
The Bixby's great for a quick trip for me. I get home, I've got a couple smaller lakes that are local where I grab my the Uptown 100, and I like to put the Bixby on that, and it gets moving pretty good, and I can have a solid day out on the water with that.
That's what Trevor brought up to Sea Otter.
Yeah,
I brought up that Trevor used on the ocean.
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's more like you can put it everywhere, but he's focusing on different things. But if talking about like safety, like the Bixby, we do have the regular kill switch.
Yeah.
But if your stuff stop working, like we do have a feature that you can tap the battery 5 times and then it starts running automatically, so you can make it home. So that's a cool feature.
Really? I didn't even know that. And
I've used that to get home before. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if
It puts it in like a middle speed, and you just go.
Yes.
You mean if you lose your magnet, you can tap the battery?
No, if you lose your remote, or if the remote
okay.
stops working, or the battery dies on your remote and you have no way to make it work, you just tap it 5 times and then start running at mid speed, and you can make it home.
Oh, that's cool. Smart.
Got Chad on here, but now he's gone again. So anyway, I want to say real quick though, for you guys that are in Nebraska, Jake's going to be here Saturday in Nebraska, and we're going to welcome him with some snow. And his team,
coming for you.
Your team is playing a really good team, the Huskers.
Yep.
They're undefeated, and they're on a roll, man. But Jake got me tickets behind his bench.
Nice.
Yeah, you can't wear Nebraska logos, otherwise I get in trouble.
Weren't you guys talking about that when you were on the last podcast?
Yeah, so he got me tickets, and
Great, that's awesome. I want to see some pictures.
yeah, and I'm gonna get a picture. I'm gonna do a video with him. I might even do like a halftime thing or something. He's available. But after the game, I'm gonna make sure I interview him after the game. So there, and I might even do a live Jake for you.
That's awesome. That sounds good to me.
And then Marty will be like, I can hear you, but I can't see you, or something.
Well, I'm hoping the roads are okay because it's an hour drive and we're supposed to get up to 5 inches maybe. So, but that's, I mean, I'm used to it. I can drive in it, but other people aren't. The people coming up from South Carolina might have an issue.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, there might be a couple guys on our team that haven't seen snow before.
Is that right?
Or at least not in the amount that you'll get in Nebraska. Like we got a dusting last year. It was the first time that I've seen snow here since I've lived here.
That was when you did your initial video.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Wow.
And like they closed school for like 3 days.
Gee.
And like meanwhile, I'm like running up to the store and just running errands because I'm from Ohio. I'm used to driving around in snow from up there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everybody's down.
Uh-oh. You're cutting out. He's cutting out. Oh no. We're gonna
Can
lose.
you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was the guy.
Okay.
I was the guy at one point in my career that called off the school for snow days, and oh man, what a deal! Oh my gosh.
Did everybody hate you?
No, actually, one time I was a hero because I was the administrator in Lincoln, and I called off our school knowing that the weather's going to get bad, and the Lincoln superintendent did not, and everybody went nuts because they liked what I did, but oh man, Lincoln Public Schools took it in the shorts that day because it got really bad and people in wrecks everywhere, and we were sitting at home drinking hot chocolate.
Marty used to also close the school in May when the bass bite was good.
Yes, I have. Nobody knew about it. Don't tell me. Hey, there he is. There he is. Let me see if I can get him in.
What's happening?
Me, Marty.
What happened?
Can you hear us, Chad?
It's nice and loud. I don't think you can hear it.
Can we see you now
See
too?
you now, and we can hear you.
Oh man, we can hear him. Say something, Chad.
He just got his logo in the corner.
We can see you both.
It's on purpose.
Yeah,
I wonder if you could have him listen through your phone, and he could talk.
but I'll get all that interference if I put my phone on speaker. Yeah.
Well, anyway, back to the deal. Anyway, I wish your team luck this weekend, and hopefully you'll come out okay. But
That's fun. That's cool. When is that? You're doing that Saturday?
Saturday. What are the chances of that? Okay, I check. He's trying to see if it's me. No, it's.
Yeah, this one's not
Let me see if you can hear me now.
connected. It's just this one now.
You guys keep
He's reading to text right now. I can see.
It's something on here. When we can't get both phones up.
I think he had this issue before too.
No, last time was when you booted him down to the corner and forgot he was down there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Can you text him and have him listen to the podcast on YouTube? Then he can hear it on YouTube.
Yeah, there you go.
He'll be a little delayed, but he'll be able to hear us.
Actually, that's a good idea.
I'm texting him right now.
Tech support.
Okay. That's why we brought you on, Matt.
That's what I'm here for.
If you tell him to tap his laptop 5 times, it'll bring him back.
That's another feature, actually.
Okay, I texted him that. So a lot of people are getting on and off here. And
Can we look at the phone? Look at the phone. I'll get you on YouTube.
Okay.
There you go. They heard it.
Well, it'll be easier on here so you can see it.
listen on YouTube for now. And then maybe I'll practice with them or something here after this to see if we can get it going. But private chat.
Sorry,
Oh,
that was me, Marty.
okay. I don't know all that stuff, so I have to look it up. Comments. Okay. All right. So let's get back on track. Chad's going to try to listen on YouTube, and he'll talk. So, and I got more questions.
Kayakjak.
It's going to be like one of those kung fu movies.
He'll talk. So,
Delayed.
and I got more questions.
Kayakjak.
Uh-oh.
One of those.
The only problem is the YouTube is
And I got
delayed
more
by a couple
questions.
seconds.
That's why it's going to be funny. They're like an old kung fu
We
movie.
have the only problem is the YouTube is
I got more questions.
Wear headphones, Chad.
Oh man.
This is not,
I can hear you guys on the YouTube now, but it's echoey and stuff.
Okay, can you wear headphones for your YouTube?
I can hear you guys on the YouTube now, but
What?
it's echoey.
Can you wear headphones?
This is great. This is your moment, Jake.
Look at the lips. Oh man, this is driving me nuts.
This is hilarious.
It's driving everybody else.
The lips.
Everybody's leaving our podcast.
Oh,
Get out for you.
this is driving me nuts.
You guys are the stars. Oh, here we go. Now we got a lot of people back on. Okay, so anyway,
Maybe it wasn't the best idea. Sorry.
Okay, Jake, let's get to the question here.
All right.
What was the inspiration behind your kayak build?
Man, inspiration. So I mean, I really liked my my last build. I love that won the YakOffs back in the spring, and I think what I really wanted to do was just clean things up a little bit because I guess I don't know that there was like anything necessarily specifically inspiring the build as much as like I had a vision of what it was that I wanted and what was going to help me be able to fish the best. And I was able to put it together. I knew what I didn't like about my old build. Like I said, like the wires were all over the place. I didn't like how that was just a mess and always getting tangled up. So I did everything through haul. I wanted to make sure that everything was as seamless as possible. I wanted to make everything easy. So I've got everything electric on my kayaks running through my, my 12 volt Lithium Pros battery. My motor's running on a 24 volt battery from Lithium Pros. And, I don't have to worry about charging all kinds of batteries for my GoPro or my lights or anything like that. So that was kind of the bigger things. I wanted to simplify the electronic setup and just clean up the deck a little bit.
I see.
And you needed to try to defend your title, so you had to do something.
And I needed to defend my title.
That's right. What separates yours from anybody else's? What separates your kayak build from everybody else?
I think that I always say this. I think almost every time I get on here with you, it's set up so specifically for me. There's a couple small details, and I think it's the small details in the kayak builds that really set them apart from the others. And for me, one of the biggest things is how I set my net up. So I got the YakAttack Command Center's got my fish finders on it, but the Command Center is really cool because of how you can be versatile with it. So I tilted the Command Center forward just slightly. Just barely enough to have a slight angle where the top of my broken twig landing net can rest on the bow, but it's like coming out to the side of the screen so I can pull the fish and then grab my net and scoop the bass as they come in. So to me, the things that really set my kayak apart are those small details where it's like I set my net up a perfect way using some things from YakAttack and the broken twig landing net to just simplify it. I think I've got the Gear Keeper retractable tethers for my pliers and for my phone case. And it's the same thing. A lot of guys have a lot of the same stuff. It's just how you organize it. I put the YakAttack Command Center's awesome. I think I used 3 of the 4 sides of that thing. So on the top, I've mounted my fish finders. On the back side, I mounted the Yak Power Spotlight and a couple different YakAttack mounts for like a phone mount or a GoPro mount. And then on the front of it, I've got my Yak Power phone holder and charger. And that sits right below the 2 Garmin screens that I've got. So everything's just clean and neat and organized and out of the way, so I'm not fumbling around or getting tripped up on stuff all day while I'm trying to fish.
Nice.
Did you mount anything to the side of your command center?
Nothing on the side.
That's
You
pretty
mean-
cool. You can do like 4 sides and you get those two end
The two end
posts.
pieces, yeah. Too. And
Yeah,
the new swing arm thing YakAttack put out was pretty neat.
Yeah,
that looks
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So what would you, for all these upgrades you've done, Jake? What is there any regrets or anything you'd change?
No.
You're not allowed to say the boat.
No. The Surge Green Shearwater, that's my favorite one. I've had all the colors for the Shearwater, and it was always a tie for me between the Tsunami Red and the Raven, but the Surge Green is definitely my favorite of what's come out. But no, I definitely don't think I've had any regrets. I'll say the hardest thing for me was switching from my Lowrance fish finders to Garmin, and I'm still getting used to it. I haven't been out with the Garmin fish finders very many times yet, but I think that the live scope's better than the active target. I think that some of the functions are a little bit that I got to get used to. I don't know. I don't think that they're necessarily worse or better. It's just different. So after having Lowrance for 6 or 7 years, using something different is it's going to take a little bit of time to get used to it. But overall, I've been happy with it.
Well, I got to tell you guys, based on what you just said there about your live target and your Garmin, there's already been one major. Oh, what?
Just keep talking.
Back on. Okay. Can you hear us, Chad?
No, he can't. He just texted me. That's what I was texting back. Just keep talking over him.
Okay. Anyway, Jake and you guys, there's already clubs starting to say we're not allowing sonar or live scope, and some they're even doing the Bass Pro Elite deal where they're drawing for lakes to see which ones they're going to do it on. Man, now it's all filtered down into the kayak world, and guys are saying leave it alone. Some are, it's gonna be a mess before it gets better. I know that, but I will say though that Joshua Booth is ahead of the game in Missouri. You see what he did?
No.
He has a kayak division, no sonar, no motors, pedals are full.
Old school.
So I mean, I'm curious if that'll stick, because I mean I remember when the Bass Open Series, the Hobie Bass Open Series, was starting to lose its steam. That was like they were about to switch from human power only to motors, or did they at the end? I don't remember.
They did switch. They had some that didn't have them and some that did on motors.
But like I'm all for it. Like if you're going to set up a trail that is no forward facing sonar, and you know that up front, or if you're going to set up a trail that's human power only, I'm 100% in for it. Like as long as I know what we're doing, and it's not going to be a random like, oh hey, we're going to change in the middle of the season,
right. Well,
But I really liked about the paddle or paddle only about the Hobie series. That was one of the things I really liked about it, because I thought that it was another element of kayak fishing that made kayak fishing unique.
Right.
And it gives you a way to have another totally different tournament trail, right? You can have one that's this and one that's that. And
now, Martin, I know you guys sell motors, so this is not like, well, we don't want motors. It's just there are some who think it's just an advantage over others still on all this. But here's the deal though. Missouri has the numbers to do this. They have a river series. They have a team series. They have the motor sonars, everything. And they have the no sonar series. So what they're doing is catering to all the types of anglers there are out there. And he's got the numbers that he'll get good participation. Most clubs can't do that.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there's clubs out there that are fighting to just get 20 to 30 people to show up. And then if you start limiting what they can have on their boats, I mean, you're going to go under before you even get a chance to have a tournament.
Yeah.
Right.
And I do want to say
it's hard to compete against technology,
Yeah. And I mean, we're going to move forward I mean, with everything. But there are, like, for instance, there's divisions in all sports. I mean, there's, uh, with racing, car racing, everything. It just depends on what you want to do, what level you want to be at. But I will say though, Martin, that a lot of guys here in Nebraska have a big speed motor, and they put it in the center of their kayak
Yep.
and use it that way. They take their pedals out and do it that way.
Yeah,
Chad,
and that's the nice thing about the big speeds. You can put it on the back, you can put it in the center, you can put it off the side. There's a million different ways you can mount it.
you could hold it in the water.
Really, yeah, if you wanted to.
So Marty, Jojo, and Chad just texted me and said they have 2 phones and a laptop. It's all working, and we can hear it on YouTube. Is there a setting on your side that he's muted on or something?
There is no setting here.
Yeah, like it could be the same for all of us.
Yeah, it would be all of you guys if it was anything. I just maybe if I add them to the scene.
There we go.
Wow.
That's what he wanted the whole time.
Yeah.
Just block everyone else out.
He just wants the logo front and center.
Yeah.
I just put them in there again, but
Oh well.
I don't know what to do. Open chat. Nope.
Open Chad.
Open Chad.
Yeah, most people have. A lot of people have left us tonight because I think they don't want to hear all this stuff going on. But it's nothing we can do about it. I hope that we can get him on.
It's all good. We can still show his build. We can pull that up from the site too.
Yeah. But just want you guys to know that we're trying to get Chad on here. I know he has a lot of fans out there too. So, but anyway, I thought I'd bring up that sonar thing because it's all over the board right now. I don't think it's going to affect how the sales and marketing and all that because there's people still going to use it. I mean, there's more people using it not in tournaments than there are in tournaments.
Right.
You
Yeah, and I think if if the kayak series or trails do go that way, they're going to have like one of those covers for it because for me, for example, I've got my kayak set up where my transducer's wired through the hull. So now for me to completely take the transducer off, I'm going to have to do some work to just get it off of there.
Right. Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like from lake to lake. So one lake it's allowed, the next it's not. You basically have to de-rig your entire boat.
Yeah.
Or you have 2 kayaks. You have one.
Yeah.
Like I have kayaks for different scenarios, but a lot of guys don't have that. They have one kayak. They got to use it,
And if the whole point is to level the playing field, then you take that away by requiring people to have multiple boats, right?
Yeah, because I think with the tournaments, it's like, oh, how do I compete with that $15,000, $20,000 kayak? And now it's like, okay, not only do they have one $15,000 kayak, now I got to go get 2 of them.
Yeah, you're right. So anyway, let's see here. How easy is it to maintain with all the modifications you have on there?
Oh, super easy. I mean, I put it on the trailer, I drive it home and put it in the garage. It's really not difficult keeping up with anything.
Nice.
And I keep it almost fully rigged. That was something I thought was awesome with the Garmin. Oh, super easy. I mean, I put it.
Can you hear us, Dad? Oh my gosh. I don't know what it is, man.
Okay, it's got to be on Marty's section.
What if you just ask him, like, chat, explain everything about your kayak? Go. Let him talk.
I'm just going to have to call Keith and watch it on YouTube and say what I want to say through Keith, I guess.
Yeah, no, just tell him to talk. Keith, tell him to talk about his kayak.
Just right now.
All right.
Right now. That's his moment.
Chad,
talk about the kayak, talk about the baits, do your thing.
It's got to be on Marty's cart.
Yeah, I don't know what there's no way all 3 of these devices play audio.
I don't know what it is.
That's me moving. Marty, do you think you muted everybody?
Okay, I don't know what the heck is going on here.
Dude, you're live on the Kayakjak.
You're live.
And it's very well, we're all gonna be quiet. We're all gonna be quiet for like a few minutes. You just talk about hookup baits and your build. Go. Okay, but we can hear you on. We can hear you.
Not on the phone. Okay, let me turn my phone down then.
No, I just want you to talk to the computer.
Okay.
Hang on.
Jeez.
Okay. I'm calling support while we're doing this.
Well, where'd you go? What are we talking about? I don't even know now. I missed the whole show. I have technology. It's killing me. We've tried on 3 different devices and it's the same thing. You can hear me. I can't hear you guys. But anyways, you got an awesome build, Jake, and I know I have to put my A game on to try to get past this round. But my kayak's pretty mean machine too, and it's just I love it. I just fished. I'm a little bit late coming off the Colorado River just now. I went out this evening. We just got to Yuma, Arizona, visiting JoJo's family, and I just dropped off the luggage and took off and hit the river for the last few hours of daylight and caught 2 nice bass, and then fished till dark. And the time change, as soon as you cross, when you're on the river, you really don't know if you're on California time or Arizona time. So that's kind of screwing you up. And so I got back a little bit late, but still was in time for the show. But here we are.
It's that Yuma, Arizona.
Yeah. If you can, Keith, if just text me questions, or Marty, I got my phone right here. I guess we could do it this way.
Yeah, I'll do it that way.
We can. He can see it too. So let's show some of the builds off the website, Marty.
Your build. Think about your build.
Okay, big ones. Look at that thing he's got on there. And you can see his setup. He's got a really cool wrap, and he just made a video about his wrap. There, I'm gonna have him talk about his wrap.
Chad, that boat doesn't catch the fish. Your baits do.
Yeah. If he starts rapping, I'm gonna laugh.
I told him to talk about his wrap. There. New Canoe U10. Very stable. That's a very stable kayak, you guys.
Yeah, all good.
The new canoe. It's basically, I've been a Hobie guy for many years, for 10 years now, and I had a PA 12, and I just didn't like the weight. When I go trout fishing a lot in mountain lakes and stuff, the access is kind of hard. When you got a heavy boat, it kills you. And I wanted something lighter, but just as stable. I stand up a lot and fish, so I wanted something stable, but but light. And that's the new canoe was that. I got the 10-foot new canoe. It's a lot lighter than a pro angler, but same stability, actually even more so. I think it's way more stable. And then I like the high seat with the swivel chair. That was another thing. The comfort and the being higher. You can fish better when you're up higher off the kayak, and being able to swivel the seat. I do a lot of dock fishing, so being able to sit sideways and fish dock, it's really, really nice too. So those features are why I chose the new canoe.
Keith, are you texting any questions, or
I just texted him a question.
Okay, good. This is how we're making it work.
Yeah, this
is like when I was in school and you just slip notes under the desk.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, so Keith wants me to talk about when I was up in British Columbia, up there fishing with him, with for the Hall of Famers, we dropped his new canoe, which he has the unlimited, down off a little cliff to only access to the pond I wanted to fish, and Keith almost got impaled by a stick down there. Luckily, it went between his legs and not somewhere else. And yeah, I mean, that's the things about canoes or kayaks. You can get them to places where boats can't go, and that's something I like when I fish out here in the river. I look for little tight places that boats can't get to, but I can get to in my kayak, and those are always the best places. And the river down here, the lower river, right before it goes into Mexico, there's a lot of little channels and lagoons and back stuff. It's pretty cool out here. I love coming out here every fall during the holidays to fish the river. When we visit JoJo's families, just because of that hard access stuff, you can fish. It's really fun.
Nice.
Chad and I went when he was here. I went to drop him off this little lake that has no launch. There's no access except this like cliff on a tiny little hiking trail.
Yeah.
And I take the bottom side of the unlimited, fully loaded with everything, and we're trying to bring it down. And I've got it on my YakAttack cart, but it went way faster than I was anticipating, and the thing like ran me over, and these were my legs, and this stick went like whoosh, on a big log, like right, almost like he said, impaled me. It was pretty crazy, but it was awesome because he caught it.
So what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna mute the speaker here where you can hear me on, and turn the show on my YouTube. And if you have a question, just ask me, and then we'll go from there, because I'd like to hear what you guys are saying.
Yeah, there you go. I wonder if you can hear us now.
Well, no more talking about Chad now, guys.
Yeah, it'll be slightly delayed. So if you talk about him, run fast.
Yeah.
Look at that setup, though. He's got his iPad on the right and his other screen on the left. He's got his phone in the middle.
Because Chad's a massive Navionics guy.
Navionics, man.
Yeah. So he always has his iPad on there with Navionics. It's like his baby on the ocean, especially.
Yeah.
I love Navionics, but I got all 1,000 waypoints that you're allowed to have on it, and now I'm like just annoyed with it because I can't drop pins when I'm sitting on the couch trying to find places to go fish.
Right.
Jake, the best way to handle that is just send me all the waypoints and I'll clear them out for you.
Yeah, is that it?
And then just text me when you want to know where one of those waypoints were.
Yeah.
No, really, it's just going to be all these places I've gone where I didn't catch any fish.
Yeah.
That's why I'm getting that Deeper app, because you can mark a lot on that.
I just got one showed up today, Marty.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Is that the new one?
It's the new Max, yeah.
I've been trying to figure out a way to get one of them, but I haven't got it yet.
That was like my first fish finder.
Yeah.
I've been trying to figure out a way to get one of them, but I haven't got it yet.
That was like my.
So on my Navionics, I have way over 1,000 pin marks, and I still haven't. That hasn't limited me. I have friends that said that have that same problem also. I don't know if it's because I pay the highest subscription rate or what. But, I haven't had that problem yet where I'm running out of pin marks on the Navionics.
Because you're Chad from Hook Up Baits, that's why.
You're still using Keith's credit card.
Yeah, no kidding. Remember that at the lodge?
That's it.
Chad wouldn't go back out until he renewed his.
Oh man, Jake. I think it's that Canadian credit card he's using. They work better. I don't know if he can hear us or not, man. But wow, what a night. Wish you could hear us. Both of you guys have nice clean setup, so it'll be interesting how it turns out.
Okay, let's see some of the here.
Okay.
Yeah, I made a video today where I tried to like do a walkthrough in under a minute, and it was hard. I barely got it done.
Barely got past the bison chili.
Yeah, I didn't even get to talk about the bison chili.
You know, if the belt wasn't weighing you down so much.
Yeah.
Look at that belt. Look at that.
That's awesome.
Looks good on me.
Do you want sound?
Yeah, let's play some sound on that.
The deck so much. And as we get to the middle of the kayak, you're going to see all kinds of open space that I never had on any kayak that I've built before. So the YakOff Command Center, I like a little bit more than the Captain's Bridge that I had on my last build, because it's just got a little bit more versatility to it. And I've been able to do some things with this that I just couldn't do with the Captain's Bridge. So what I've done is I've mounted both of my fish finders on the YakOff Command Center. I've mounted my spotlight on the Command Center. All of that's on the top. I've also added the YakOff Roto grip for my landing net. And this is such a huge piece for me. And also a huge shout out to Broken Twig Landing Nets, because I spoke to them. They said they were going to send out all the participants a net. And I lost my net the day before they sent me an email saying that they were sending out nets. So that came in clutch. I always want my net to be easy to grab. And
do you just have that on the
this command center was completely flush straight up and down, the net wouldn't fit right into the roto grip holder. So what I did is I loosened up the command center, tilted it forward just slightly, so that now as the net sits in there, is nice and tight and snug, and it's not going anywhere. It's not in there crooked or sideways or anything. The handle is out of the way, and obviously I can just scoot it forward if I need to. And then finally over here on this side, as you see, I've got my GoPro mount. So this was a huge upgrade for me from my last build. I went with the Garmin EchoMap Ultra 2 106 SV units, and they're incredible. But the biggest reason I switched from Lowrance to Garmin was to have the full kayak setup. So I've
Okay, quick question.
Yeah.
Jake.
All right.
Show's over.
All right.
It took two phones, a tablet, and finally on a laptop it worked.
Well, now we're just going to blow you up. Look at that.
Oh my God, that's so frustrating.
Well,
we're trying to keep you
talking to you guys.
man.
See you next time.
Now, Chad, I'm going to say this. There were times when I was an administrator that I didn't mind not being able to hear me on a Zoom call.
Yeah.
I just went like this and shook my head.
Just shook your head, yeah.
So yeah, I know what you mean. Cool. Anyway, I do have a question for Jake, and thanks, Chad, for being here. Man, I feel so bad that this all happened, but it's technology, right?
Yeah.
For Jake,
I don't know what it is.
I'm shifting gears on you, but on your sniper pole, are you able to switch your transducer easily from what do you call that?
From the scout or the perspective to the forward.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got the Sniper Marine also has a bracket where it's like the 0 degree angle mount, but it's called the mode shift bracket.
What's it called?
It's called the mode shift bracket.
Okay.
So it's a 0 degree mount that also just tilts up. So I pull the sniper pole out, loosen up a screw, tilt it up, tighten it back up, and drop it in the water.
Okay, that's what I want to know about, because man, there's a lot of guys that have the same issue where you can only keep it in one mode on your bracket. And so, what company made that?
Sniper Marine.
Sniper Marine.
Yeah, it's awesome, and it's really easy to switch. If I go out on the water for a day, like I will go back and forth between the two, depending on how I'm fishing that day.
Yeah. Okay, that's good news. Okay, thank you. That's a good one. I'll get a question for both of you. Now we got both guys on here. Well, yeah, here we go. Let's go to Chad for a second. Chad, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
All right.
What, with your build of your kayak, what surprised you most when you got on the water?
The power of that NK300. Thing's gnarly. I love it. I like going fast.
How fast are you going?
I mean, it tops out at 6. I've had it up to like 6.5 at one point, but it's
oh my God.
Today on the river, they had the river cranking today, and I mean, I almost have to go 80% to move up river, and And so that moved so I probably could have went 10 miles an hour coming back down the river today. But having a powerful motor made it so I can actually fish that river today because they had it cranking, and I was able to go way up the river and fish my way up, and then just floated back down basically. So
Wow.
Having a powerful motor is pretty useful for sure.
All right. What about you, Jake? What surprised you most about your kayak?
I think how long the battery lasts for my motor. So I got a 24 volt, 67 amp hour battery. And my motors in the past, I've always used a 12 volt, 100 amp hour battery. So dropping down, even though it's a 24 volt, dropping down to 67 amp hour, I was like, I don't know if it's going to last all day. And my first tournament that I fished with it, I was going full speed everywhere. I go about 5.5 top speed. Going full speed spot to spot. It was a windy day, so I was using spot lock the whole time. I still had like 30% battery left at the end of the day, and I was buzzing around. Like, it was a rough day. I was going spot to spot because I couldn't catch fish anywhere.
Is that Jake? Is that the new Lithium Pros L series? The one
that's the Lithium Pros L series. Yep. So they're awesome. I'm able to check the app. I was looking at the app constantly throughout the day, trying to see how much power I had left, just because it was the first time I was really running the motor hard.
Right.
For a full day, and I was just surprised throughout the day at how much juice it still had.
Yeah, that's I gotta second that too. Is that I got the low pro battery, the Newport, and that it's a 38 volt, and it's only a 50 amp, and that thing I've run it 4 days in a row when I went to Pyramid Lake, 4 full long day fishing, and every day you're able to check it on your phone, and by the end of the 4th day, I was still like 68%. And I'm just like, I don't think I can wear this thing down. It's just crazy. The range on the batteries nowadays is just
It's got a cool
insane.
form factor on that one too.
Yeah. Wow.
It's kind of heavy though. I mean, that's another thing I was surprised on how heavy that low pro Newport is. You got to put it in the middle of your kayak because it is heavy.
There's no extra space in that case at all. That's a dense battery.
Yeah.
I want to ask Martin, have you tried dual Bixby's on a kayak yet?
Ooh.
Side by side?
2 motors?
Yeah, like 2 Bixby's, like
one on the rudder.
I mean, it's I have even we did 7 motors in one kayak. Actually, it was a Sea Ghost.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah. We create this. We have this collaboration with Rail Blaza, and we use their hex mount. So we attach around the kayak. So we have like 2 on each side, 1 in the front and 1 in the rudder.
So that Railblazer mount goes off a normal gear track. So you can just mount them. And the Seaghost has a bunch of gear tracks, so you can just mount it all the way around the boat.
Yeah.
So let's hear the speed on that.
Well, the thing is, we start putting 7 batteries, right, for 7 motors.
Oh, yeah.
So it gets heavier. So if you put 3, 4 motors, you don't get that much faster.
Okay.
Because you're putting more weight. So I won't recommend.
Good point. So
something funny just happened now is when you said Martin, and I looked, and he started talking. That was the first time I'd recognize it was you, Martin.
I call him Martin.
I was wondering who this little kid was on there.
We went for haircuts together last week.
I'll take that. Oh yeah. You haven't seen me like that. Yeah.
I just had all like, oh, that's Martin.
Hear the first 50 minutes of our conversation either. So
Martin.
Oh man, chat.
Yeah, like I said in my email today, everybody on this chat except Jake were on the Sea Otter Lodge trip because Jake decided to go on a honeymoon instead.
Selfish, I know.
That's prety cool.
No, that trip was awesome. Learned a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were a trooper out there too. You were out there all day, every day, checking it.
Oh, I love it.
I got to say, my Bixby on my links, you got to do that, Marty. That is awesome too. I mean, that thing moves, and that pole steering is like super easy to use. It's actually easier than using the dial.
Really?
Remember, when we were here, I had Kevin Van Dam fishing out of my Crescent Shoalie Kevin Van Dam using that pole steering, and he wouldn't even get out of the boat because he loved it. So different. Like he used that boat all day long.
What were you saying, Martine?
You did try that. You tried that in
Yeah, I did. It was really
was,
easy to use. Yeah. Now the first day though, I think I had it on the left. It wasn't going too well because I needed to use the right hand to use that pole with, and then I fished with my left hand. So you got to make sure that you get set up the way that you want to fish.
Yeah, you can't put it on the side that you hold your rod on.
Yeah. When we were hooking mine up, because it was brand new, Chad, when you were here and we were hooking that one up.
Yeah. That was fun.
Chad had just that little, like, he's like, we call him a zap strap.
Yeah.
They're zip ties.
Zip ties, you guys call them.
Yeah.
But we just like rigged one up as right beside on the seat where it just had enough to move back and forth, and that thing is awesome, and it's so light and easy to move around. It's cool.
Yeah, that would be perfect for the lynx though, because that thing scoots, man.
It moves that lynx really well.
You get that really shallow draft and a nice lightweight motor. It's pretty hard to beat that.
And the blue is really cool looking.
Yeah, it goes 5.5 too.
I got to talk to Martine about making the deal. Maybe sometime in the future. So I got another question. If you guys could give advice to someone starting a build, what would that be?
Don't make any permanent decisions before you get out of it a few times.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had a handful of kayaks over the years now, and I've had these dream scenarios in my head about how things would work out perfectly, and then there's just stuff that you don't really think about, and you don't realize that it's not going to work until you get out on the water. I remember I had a bow-mounted motor. I got the motor guide, and my first thought was, "Oh my God, I'm putting the motor guide up front. I'm going to have the motor or the battery up in the bow. Everything's going to be out of the way, and like I'm going through the water like this, first." I was like, "All right." So clearly that's not going to work out. So like that was probably the biggest mistake I've personally made. But I mean, it wasn't a mistake because I didn't do any like permanent drilling or anything. Like I put the motor up front and got on the water and was like, all right, this isn't going to work. And I can change it up. But
check that out. That's that pole steering on that crescent. It looks so cool with that.
That does look cool.
Yeah.
Does you guys sell the poles though, right, Martine?
Yeah.
XP makes those.
Fish Forge. I think you guys know this guy.
That's Trevor. You know him.
Trevor.
I just what's the weight of your guys' motor setups?
I mean that NK is pretty heavy.
Yeah.
But I mean the new canoe holds it like no problem at all. I mean I got the NK on the back and I got the motor guide on the front, and it still works out fine. I mean that new canoe is just so buoyant and so stable. It handles the weight. So, but I actually don't use I haven't been using the motor guide on the front for a while now. For the last month or so, I haven't been using it. And just using the NK on the back just because I like the power of it. I've gotten really good with this foot steering and the throttle, and so it's almost really if it wasn't for spot lock, I wouldn't even need the front motor.
Do you take the motor guide off, Chad, or when you're not using it, or you just
it's totally off my kayak right now. It's been off my kayak for the last couple of weeks. It's off and no battery in the front and nothing on the front. And it's kind of funny. It actually goes faster with the motor on the front.
Really?
So it lays it out flat.
Yeah.
When I got the motor on the front and the battery in the front, that's actually, I can go over 6 miles an hour. But when I take the motor off the front and everything, now it's sitting like this and I only go 5.5, 5, almost, 5.8.
Do you scoot your seat up more and try to balance it out a little bit?
I do, but then it gets uncomfortable. It's
you're not just throw some of those 30-pound trout you catch on the bow.
Yeah, I got to do something, but no, it still rides really nice. It just, you lose, almost a mile an hour by not having motor on the front. It's kind of funny is you think I was like, I'm going to take the motor off the front and it's going to be lighter and go even faster. And it actually went slower. So it's kind of weird.
If you took the weight out of the back, it would make it better for you. But yeah, it's forward weight makes a big difference in
For
the speed
sure.
of the boat.
Yeah, that was another thing that surprised me when I took that motor off the front. It actually went slower. But it's but when you use a lot of forward facing and you're and it's a windy day, that spot lock's like you have to have it.
What if you moved your
having a
battery?
motor just for that.
If you just moved your battery and stuff, because I know Derek at Kayak Fishing Supplies did a really kick-ass job on your black pack.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, I had to take it out of that just because there's too much weight in the back.
Oh, you did? Okay.
So I took it out of that short stack and I put it under my seat because that low pro comes with a really nice case that it has, and so I just throw it under the seat and have my connectors sitting right there for it, and it's it makes it easy. So cool. And it centered the weight more. So
Interesting.
On the Unlimited, I think you probably would have been fine keeping it in the back, right? But because the U10's got a lower weight capacity, you're kind of wanting to balance things out a little bit more.
Exactly. I mean, it worked with it in the back. It just works a little bit better with it centered.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Your bottom line, because this is what everybody wants to know, is how does your kayak build help you locate fish more effectively?
Well, speed now and range. That's speed and range. It has a ton of range and good speed where you can get places.
Mm-hmm.
But the forward facing is just amazing. That's actually I did a tournament last week, and I just basically kept my forward facing, and that sniper marine. You can adjust the tension before it turns, how fast it can go. And I was going 3-4 miles an hour, and that thing I can just have it sitting straight, and then I use my foot pedal, and I was zigzagging the lake, just using just sitting back watching my screen and using my foot pedal, turning that way. Then I put weight on my heel, then I go that way, and so but just leaving my forward facing straight and just doing my kayak.
Yeah.
And locating, then I see something come up on the screen, I just hit the throttle, kill it, then fish for that fish, so you can cover a lot of ground with a forward facing too. So
you're another Ben Milliken.
Yeah.
He likes doing that.
Yeah.
Those guys they single out fish and get them that way, just like you're doing.
Mm-hmm. And I did it last week's tournament. All I caught was big crappie and bluegill all day.
Yeah.
If it was a crappie and bluegill tournament, that's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. These bluegill were huge. Every one of them was as big as bluegill come, right? And they're out in 100 foot of water in the middle of the lake. It's just like I would have never thought to catch bluegill out in 100 feet of water in the middle of the lake.
That what looks just like a bass on forward-facing sonar? A great big bluegill.
Exactly.
Well, ironically, I was texting you, Chad, and I was out fishing using the same exact bait, catching crappie and bluegill, trying to get bass.
Yeah,
we were in the live stream. I was actually chatting with you.
Yeah, I was on live stream there as well. And believe it or not, I was catching bluegill out there in 12 to 20 foot of water as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We
were comparing pictures last week and doing that.
Exact same thing, going back and forth. That was pretty wild.
Yeah.
But
one of those days, the weather was a bluegill day.
And that's the thing. I think I was 20 degrees warmer than you were that day. You said your temperature, and I said my temperature.
Oh, yeah, Marty had a dry suit on. You had a dry suit on, eh, Marty?
I had a dry suit on, yeah.
Yeah, I think you said you were in the 40s, and I was in the 60s.
Yeah. Well, the crappie bite was on, I'll tell you that. Let's see. So I don't. What else you got here? You got any questions?
Jake, how does your kayak help you find fish?
Oh yeah.
So I feel like the foot pedals with the Garmin were kind of a missing piece for me. So the spot lock offshore, kind of like Chad talked about, like having the spot lock, especially when the wind's blowing, if you're trying to scope some fish, it's big time. But I got out on the water a couple days ago for like 3 or 4 hours for the first time in probably a month. So I was just fishing docks. I got out there. I'm like, I didn't pack much. I was like, I'm gonna hit the water, just go do something. But it was the first time I really used the foot pedals to like stay in position. I had been using them to just move and turn and stuff like that. But anyways, the foot pedals to me are going to be like spot lock in deep water to spot lock in shallow water, where I can turn my kayak and stay in a perfect position where I'm not trying to turn my entire body or get in awkward positions while I try to make casts and things like that. So finding fish is forward facing sonar is deep, and that's pretty universal at this point, I think. But I think fishing shallow, if I've got some specific things I'm targeting like docks or laydowns, the foot pedals are going to help a lot. Just keep me in position.
Pretty easy to get used to using those.
Was that?
Was it pretty easy to get used to using those?
It took me a couple trips. The first time I went out, I just wasn't ready for how responsive they were going to be. And, like I'd be going straight and I'd push one forward and all of a sudden I'm like getting yanked over to the side. But now, like when I went out and was really using them for like some smaller fine tuning movements, they were awesome. Like you can just slowly creep forward, backwards, small turns. I'd say it probably took me like 2 trips before I was 100% confident with them. But now I feel great with them.
Have you seen that Ketch is coming out with a new foot steering mechanism?
I heard Chad talking about it the other day. Yeah.
Chad has the prototype on his kayak.
It was actually on Charlie Sanders's boat.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And I mentioned it, but Duke didn't say anything on the thread I was on, so I think they've got one coming out though.
Yeah, they do.
It's supposed to be really super smooth.
It's like a Teflon padding one instead of a roller.
Yeah.
So Jake, you've had both a bow mount and a stern mount spot lock. Compare them.
Oh, there you go.
Good question.
That is a good question. All right, so the first time I went out with the stern mount, it was super weird. I think I like the stern mount a little bit more, just because if I'm going to fish like a point or I'm going to fish something where I want the wind blowing on it, I can cast with the wind and fish off of it, as opposed to trying to cast or trying to keep myself in position against the wind and casting towards it. So that's a huge trade-off for me. I think they're very similar. I will say that. There's times I miss the bow mount spot lock, but I think overall I prefer the stern mount spot lock.
Mm-hmm. So the wind's blowing from behind you towards the point. You'd rather have it on rear. I've heard guys say that.
Yeah. So I mean, that way you can fish that point.
That way, if you're swinging or whatever, you're not going to. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, especially if you're not very good with your thumb on a bait caster.
Yeah. Otherwise,
or if you only have half of a thumb.
If you're using the bow mount motor, then you're trying to fight it like in reverse. So like if I'm facing at the point, I'm trying to aim that backwards.
Sure.
But push myself back just so I don't get pushed up on whatever I'm casting at. So to me, I think that's
for using your forward facing, you're going to want the bow mount though, because when you're searching with your forward facing, you're going forward, right? And if you did spot lock and it's from the back, you're going to be trying to scope this fish as your kayak's turning around, right?
It depends on which way the wind's blowing. Yeah. So like if you're going directly into the wind, then but if you're going with the wind, then you can stop.
You're good. Yeah.
So, but I agree with you. Like that's one of the times I would say, it was nice having the bow mount. Like there's definitely advantages to both, and I think it's going to come down to the user for which one they prefer.
Yeah, I've that's been the big question. I've been really wondering about that, how that spot lock off the back works, and you just got to position yourself differently. That's all there is, right?
You just, and it takes some getting used to. It's
you go on the other side of the spot you're trying to fish than you normally would, right? You just
I was going to ask you, do you guys like tear your kayak completely down when you're transporting it, or do you leave a lot of stuff on it?
My forward facing, that custom box on the back and the sniper pole has not been off my kayak since I put it on there. Like on that video.
Really?
It hasn't left my kayak since then. It's been on there. And then only thing I take off is the motor and the battery, and then I throw
Wow.
it in the back of the truck. Mine's goes in the back of my truck. I don't put it on a trailer.
Well, Chad, you probably have like a stockade of those baits in each boat that you have. I mean, you just put,
No, it's just a box, just a flat.
oh, you have a flat box. Okay, yeah, yeah, like
That
the
I
one you had up.
I
Yeah.
just throw
I-
under the seat
I
also.
can vouch for that because when Chad was up here for like 10 days fishing every day,
Yeah.
he basically took a 3600 with
Yeah.
a little box that size full of hookup baits every day. That's
Yeah.
it.
And that just in my shop,
Well,
I have
that and a bunch of snacks.
in my
Smart.
shop, I just have a bunch of boxes, and one's a trout box, one's a freshwater bass box, one's the bay box, one's a coastal box. And just wherever I'm going, that's the box I'm throwing in my
Oh,
kayak.
that sounds like a good idea to throw up. I know I sent that to you later today because you guys are traveling, but throw a plug out for your holiday boxes because you got a bay
Oh
box.
yeah.
Right
yeah,
now,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, the Black Friday. We do it every year. We put our biggest markets is the bays. That's the bays in California here. It's a big fishery down here in California, and then trout fishing. Both for native mountain trout and then all the stock trout here in Southern California and Utah, and Nevada is really big on trout fishing, and Oregon and all that stuff. So that's our two biggest markets: is trout fishing and bay fishing. Coastal.
Yak Best just commented that he ordered some a couple days ago and he's pumped.
Yeah. So we do a box of it's a box. It comes in a really nice gift box. It's cool. You can put it under the tree just as it is. It's with a little holiday bow thing on it, and one's a bay box is all the recommended baits from me that you're going to need to fish every bay from Mexico to San Francisco, basically. And then the other one's a trout box that will catch trout in any lake and anywhere across the whole country.
Okay, so let me ask you this: the one,
it looks like that.
Yeah. I have Chad. I have the 1 32nd ounce. Will that catch a trout here?
I've been seeing you catch trout, and I'm like wondering why you're not throwing the best trout lure in the world.
Well, because there's a lot of moss in there, and if I let it go down, then it gets all the green moss. Because our lakes are still a little warmer. Not now, but I've been throwing a Panther Martin spinner. But I'll try that. I'll try it.
The hookup bait across the top. As soon as it hits the water, start that slow jig and retrieve.
Okay.
It'll outfish that Panther Martin 5 to 1.
Okay.
They swim better than you expect.
Yeah.
It swims better than you expect. You don't have to jig it. It swims really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I fished.
It's just a real subtle, like this with your rod tip. Just real subtle.
Okay.
And just like a slow medium wind.
Okay. We're gonna try that.
Catch them like crazy.
We've already had Thanksgiving here, so I got the whole day to whatever.
Yeah, we're doing Thanksgiving tomorrow, but then I got all Friday. I'm gonna go fish a new lake here. That's up the river, an hour up the river. So every time I come here, I try to fish new waters. Like today, the first place I went to, I just go on Google Maps, find a lake I haven't hit yet or a lagoon I haven't hit yet. And so I hit this one today, and the only place to launch on the whole lake was there's a whole camp of crackheads camped out there.
Really?
So I'm like, well, I'm not leaving my truck there. And so I went to a little.
She got a hookup bait out. Hey, smoke this.
Yeah. I'm like, dang it, man! I really wanted to fish that lake too, but man, did not want to leave my truck there.
Yeah.
So,
you could actually fill up that hookup bait with whatever you want.
Wow.
Yeah. So tomorrow or Friday I'm going to a new lake, big lagoon that comes off the main river. I'm pretty excited to go hit. I love adventuring new water. That's like that's what I love fishing out here for.
Yeah.
There's a question for you guys because I'm up here north of the 49th, obviously. But what's everybody's tradition and what are you doing tomorrow for Thanksgiving?
Sit around, watch TV, and eat.
Pretty much across the board.
Huh?
What's that?
I got to work in the morning, and then we got a work lift, and then basketball practice, and then I'll come home hopefully by 1-2 o'clock, and then go to the in-laws for dinner.
Nice.
Now wait a minute. During that practice, are you going to dress up as masked and be like a scout team? You know that masked guy from Nebraska?
No.
You guys about the same size.
Yeah.
You can post up, and because Nebraska does post up, so you can post up and did they ever do that with you? Have you put a scout team jersey on? And
Marty's trying to get inside info, Jake. Marty's trying to get inside info for Saturday.
Be careful.
I can't show my basketball practice secret. No, I usually don't. You know, they got plenty of coaches, and they just don't need me out there. So, plus, I mean, like I was a hockey player, not a basketball player. I don't like. I understand the game, but there's so much going on in college basketball so far beyond my knowledge of the game that it's crazy. Like you can watch basketball on TV and be like, yeah, this is a great game, but there's always so much going on behind the scenes, and I've been trying to learn it and get better with it. It's like it's crazy.
Yeah. Jake would get fouled, and then instinct would kick in, and he'd drop the gloves, and it wouldn't be good.
Yes, yeah, give me 12 seconds.
Anybody else have any Thanksgiving stuff they're doing?
Yeah, Martin, Matt, what are you guys doing?
Regular stuff. No, just dinner. Good stuff.
Yeah,
that's it.
We're laying pretty low. It's just the two of us. We're about 1,000 miles away from family, so I'll smoke a turkey, and we'll hang out and watch some football, and it'll be the whole thing.
Nice.
On another note, as we have 3 brands here, what's the big? Well, we just heard Chad talk about his, but what's going on for Black Friday for you guys? Throw a little for Vibe and for Bixby.
Well, for us, we are just giving the adapters for free to people when they get their kit. We're giving solar panels, but we sold out.
I saw that.
Those.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
that was good. Yeah, it's been a good sale. And then we also have a new motor, 3 horsepower motor, and we're giving second battery 15% off.
Nice.
Wow.
For that.
Cool.
So yeah, it's pretty good deals, and it's been a pretty good season for us.
Nice.
Wow. So Chad's got the box, and
Matt, I know Vibe's got a ton of really good deals on accessories, right?
We got a lot going on right now. So we're moving away from a third-party logistics operator. So
new warehouse.
Yeah, we're opening our own warehouse right now. So our shipping is going to be a little bit delayed because of that. But we are running absolute fire sale on a bunch of stuff so that I don't have to put it in boxes, pick it up, and move it because I'm not built like Jake is. So we're like 60% off on a lot of the accessories. Most of the boats are on sale, and then like bundles with accessories and boats are kind of an option. So it's kind of a click around on our website, and if you see anything you like, it's probably on sale.
Man, you guys, you cut them down a little bit here, so pretty good.
Yeah, it's better to
not the same.
move it.
Get a Vibe kayak and put a Bixby motor and
do that, and you can buy Bixby right from our website.
Yep.
Yeah, you can do that too.
Yep, and I have one of those setups in my backyard.
But it'll be nice. Like we'll have our own warehousing. We'll have a little bit more control over our fulfillment and shipping and stuff. So I think that a lot
Where's the new warehouse?
It's going to be in South Carolina.
Okay.
Nice.
By Jake. Jake, aren't you there too? Yeah.
Yeah. It's like 20 minutes from Jake.
Jeez, what a deal!
So are we gonna see you running through like you did with Wade in the YakOff warehouse, skipping through with your cart, throwing?
Yeah, we'll play a game called How Many Kayaks Can I Fit in the Bed of My
Truck?
Truck?
Do a Vibe one like this with boats.
Jake just picking up
in the back of a truck.
Well, we'll see if he can get through to the next round, and then we'll see what his contract looks like.
All right. I'm gonna need you to tank this one for me.
Nice.
It'll be interesting. I do think, though, so far the best rap I've seen is Chad's. I'm just saying.
Chad's is the only rap that's been.
Yeah, that's the only rap.
That was an easy one to win.
Yeah, and it's a pretty slow rap.
You weren't supposed to say that, Keith.
How many wrapped kayaks have you ever seen? I've seen maybe 4.
Oh man, there's a guy in Nebraska that has one of the best I've ever seen, and it's Nate Gloria has one that has Nebraska bass across the side of a red kayak.
Yeah,
that is bad. That is
cool.
So having that wrap, it changed the whole way I have to launch my kayak.
Yeah, right.
And I actually kind of like it. It's the way I started doing it. I used to use the YakOff cart, and the new canoes have 2 like channels that the YakOff cart fits like right into, like perfect. I mean,
Yeah,
once it gets on that
exactly.
cart, it don't come up because those channels. There's, you know, and so what I would do before is just kind of throw it up on its side, throw the cart,
That's what I
make
do.
those arms go right in those channels, and then flip it back over, and then away I go. Well, now I got the wrap. I can't flip it up on its side no more because I'm going to scratch the wrap.
I have a
You know, so I had to figure something out. And so what I started doing, almost everywhere I fish, there's a launch ramp, or even at the river, you know, there's a dirt path that goes to the riverside. You know, I had to put my truck in 4-wheel drive to, you know, get to this riverside. But as long as I can get my tailgate over water, I just get my tailgate, like I put my tires right where my tires just touch the water. And then I just slide it right off my tailgate into the water, and I just put a strap on the front handle. So when I put it in the water, I just hang on to the strap, jump out of the tailgate, and pull the kayak back to me. And then the same thing when I get back, I just park it where the tailgate's low to the water, and with the strap, you know, push the kayak out, pull the kayak back in when I'm in the bed of my truck, lift it up, and pull the nose in. And then what I got to do is grab like the front of the bed of my truck, like right below my back window, grab it with this hand, and I got the kayak in this hand. I just kind of pull them together, and that kayak slides right back into my truck like beautifully. I'm like, why didn't I get it?
That would not have worked where we fished in Revelstoke in the mud.
Here's a couple ideas. One guy here, he has a winch in his truck, just like what you did, except he has a winch and he winches it up real slow like that.
Yeah, I thought about that, but then I was like, you know, it's actually easy enough to.
Yeah, right. With your kayak, yeah, one.
And it comes right in.
The other idea,
and your kayak never touches the ground. It's kind of nice.
It's true. Right. The other idea is I have one of those little floor mats, like in your weight room or whatever, and I bring that down on the ramp, and I lift my kayak up sideways on it, and then I put.
That I thought about that too. If I needed to use my cart, I would have to use some kind of pad or something.
Yeah. That's when I don't like. If I have rocks and stuff, I do that, you know. But,
or you could just go fishing with Jake and get him to pick it up and plop it in the water.
True.
Just like,
true.
Man, I used to rooftop my kayak until I think last year I got a trailer. It's like that's what I got sick of. Once I finally had all the electronics and motors and stuff, I was like, all right, I got to break this down all the way every single time I get to the lake, and then put it all back in the truck and then pick it up. Like, it wasn't the kayak. Like, I didn't mind rooftoping the kayak, but it was like setting it up and getting everything on it every single time. It got tiresome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and that I like, you know, because I do a lot of traveling. I go all over the West here, you know, drive a lot of miles. And it's really nice to drive 80, 90 miles an hour instead of, you know, and if you're in California, you only can drive 55 if you got a trailer. That's like, you know, it's kind of a hassle. It's like you got to drive slower, and, you know, and then plus parking, going through drive-throughs, all that kind of stuff. So that's I want to try to keep the bed of the truck thing going as long as I can.
You bet. All right. Anything else, Keith?
Nothing from me. Just hope you guys all have a good Thanksgiving, and it's a regular work day for me. So,
yeah. Do you guys? There is no Thanksgiving in Canada, no?
Oh yeah, it is, but it's like October 12th or something like that. It's we've already had it.
No,
I think you had a podcast that day too, right?
What's that?
You had a podcast that day too, right?
I think we did, yeah.
I have a podcast.
Yeah, ours is in October. I enjoy the American thing. I'm a huge NFL fan, so I like the American Thanksgiving. I won't do too much work tomorrow, and I'm going to probably make a turkey too. So just for fun.
Yeah. Nice. Do they sell turkeys up there like more often on Thanksgiving? Like, do the grocery stores say, "Hey, thanks, turkeys over here"? Where American Thanksgiving?
There's like a whole section like bison chili or turkey. Actually, turkey's a regular item in the frozen section.
Oh,
yeah. Right beside all the poutine.
Yeah, I miss poutine.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we'll kind of wind it down. We've been an hour and a half almost here, but I'm going to do a live with Jake on Saturday. Chad, if you can have
I want to see that.
I'll do one with you too. But
whenever you want, just let me know.
All I know is I want to go to San Diego and fish with you. That's the main thing.
I do too.
You're all invited anytime.
Thanks.
Sounds like we might have. Did you hear the news, Chad? That it sounds like
I
Panama for
You
April.
actually come over here. Marty, we're in San Diego too.
That's
Yeah.
right, Martine.
Yeah, Martin. Yeah, Bixby's San Diego too.
That's
Yeah,
right.
not too
and
far
so
from
Martine, we're trying to get the nationals for the U.S. saltwater team, kayak saltwater team in San Diego this next year.
Oh, really? Oh, that will be awesome.
Yeah. So that's it. I mean, it's looking really strong that the
It's
nationals
looking
will
really
be-
strong. Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, and then did you get the word today that the next Pan Am?
I heard
They want-
April in Panama.
Well, April, but
Oh,
the
and
next year,
the year after is going to
They-
be
they want it
Pan Am
in the
Championships
US.
in the U.S.
yeah. So we're trying to get that in San Diego too. So
Yeah,
Wow.
Nice.
yeah.
That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. All right. Well, we're going to wind her down here, but thank you guys, and good luck to both of you. People, remember you can vote each day. I had that on here.
yeah. Make sure you get out there and vote, and it's a big one this week against the old ex-champ.
Yep.
And
Current champ.
current champ. And thanks to JoJo if you're listening for getting Chad.
yeah. Yeah, that's
audio
my
hooked up here.
excellent IT department.
Yeah. And don't forget everybody to go check out Hookup Baits and Bixby and Vibe for their Black Friday sales and
Mhm.
That's right.
and have I heard that. And yeah. And also Hookup Baits has some really cool hoodies. You go buy one.
Yeah.
Here.
Oh, that I forgot to mention that the Black Friday there's a discount on our apparel too. So
Oh,
Good, because I need a hoodie because Keith promised me one and I never got it.
dude, these hoodies are awesome. And they're so warm. I think this is actually yours, Matt.
It might be.
yeah, I think that's the one we gave you for Matt.
Yeah,
That message me, Matt. We'll get you taken care of.
All right.
That's pretty cool. But hey, Chad, thanks for being patient with this whole thing tonight. That was kind of tough.
I still don't know what happened. I mean, it's 2 phones and a tablet. Same thing. I don't know why. And then the laptop finally worked. I just it's like,
Kind of like fish.
it worked on the same tablet last time, like perfect. I don't know what
Crazy.
changed.
Crazy things happen on Thanksgiving Eve.
You could use 3 hookup baits of 3 different colors, not catch a thing, and then put that 4th one on, you'll start catching.
Bam. Then it just starts working.
That's how it is. That's how it is.
Well,
All
thanks guys for joining. Martin, thanks for filling in for the man. That's awesome.
Thank you guys.
And everybody, good luck with spring. Martin does that when he wants me to stop talking.
Yeah.
It's like watching Hank Parker or something.